Hey people, today we're going to be checking out this video by Sseth on Deep Rock Galactic, which is a game that I know of a few people who play it, and I just know that it's pretty positively received. I've never played it myself, nor have I ever seen any gameplay about this. Not sure if this be up my alley, but let's see what it is.
Hey people, Sseth here. Why do we mine? What compels us to seek out the deepest and darkest of holes and make them even deeper? Is it the fat riches, the lack of bitches? I'll tell you, it's in our nature as men, as short kings. We crave.
Yeah, we gotta dig straight down. We've always been doing that ever since the days that we all played Minecraft.
Violence. We crave alcohol. We crave that mineral. And if you share these cravings, then I want you to sign on with Deep Rock Galactic. We've got danger, darkness, and dwarves. Deep Rock is easily the best cooperative game.
This is an interesting art style, actually. I don't think I've ever quite played a game that looked similar to this, but I can see the appeal of this. It makes things look quite clean and easy to discern, especially for a game like this, which I imagine can get pretty crazy.
I've ever played, and like it or not, I'm going to tell you about it. So sit back, relax, and have a beer. But so help me God, if you order a fucking Leaf Lovers, I'll throw you in that hoop myself. Put yourself in our shoes. We want more gold, but child labor can only get you so far. When the planet itself resists your advances, the mines go dark, radio silent, and children onto milk cartons. How do we deal with such a hostile work environment? We send in the dwarves. You play as one of 4 combat miners, sent into the most dangerous...
Oh, okay. So it's one of those 4-player co-op games where I'm assuming that, yeah, you're going to be mining and some people are going to be guarding you, and then there's obviously going to be waves of enemies at the same time. So then just from the name, we're dwarves out in space, mining, and fighting against what look to be Tyranids? Oh wait, no, look, you're in the top right. We even have objectives of collecting alien eggs too. Repair mini mules? I'm going to assume the mules are probably like some sort of mining equipment. Okay, then it's objective based as well.
Planet in the galaxy to get rich or die trying. But the planet hasn't exactly laid out a landing strip for you. Much like the great United States of America, the entire planet is our property. It just needs a little pesticide. So you'll need to work together, get the job done, and most importantly, leave no dwarf behind. Unfortunately, this is not reflected in company policy. Good luck out there. Here at Deep Rock Galactic, we love our essential workers, classes. Every self-respecting mining operation needs a digger. Sorry, my mistake. That's your word, my digger. He's got all the...
Oh my god. And awesome, yeah. As per the usual, like, 4-player co-op shooter games, we have our different classes that specialize in different things. You know, I can see already how much fun this could be with your friends.
The equipment you need to dig those holes. Here's my build. Full freeze gun, EPC, built for thin containment field.
Okay. And then we have our little upgrade paths, different trees.
Holes. Here's
one second here. You know, different weapons. We always have our pickaxe. This is some interesting cosmetics going on.
That may sound like a shitty condom brand, but I assure you, it's essential. Next, the satchel charge. Why'd I take damage over ammo? Because
I didn't even think about it that way.
Isn't for mining. It's for killing scouts.
Game over, lads! Good work.
A good scout is like a good wife, seen and not heard. This is because scouts have 2 things, a flare gun and an ego. So while you are blindly fumbling around in the dark, your scout has just quantum tunneled into another area code and directly into a cave leech. This is widely considered to be a violation of the NAP, so you're well within your rights to deploy the MAP, Minor Attracted Projectile. Dwarves have a lot in common.
Wait, does that mean the scout is just a different class for like one of your teammates? Is this like for Monster Hunter terms, I guess like well, really any other weapon versus a longsword users? Like they're more of your enemy than your friend.
Common with babies. They're small, clumsy, always drinking, and no matter how well you childproof everything, they can always find a way to kill themselves. The engineer is Deep Rock's equivalent of bubble wrap. Platforms help your team reach high places and cushion their inevitable falls. That is,
more of a support class.
You equip the upgrade. High caliber sentry turret.
Dang, already trolling our friends. Jesus.
Protect your children from the jaws of wandering pit bulls. However, these aren't your everyday pitties. This one charged headfirst into a burning building to heroically bite one last child. I could extend this metaphor by calling the wardens pit mommies, but I already made that joke. The gunner. Depending on who you talk to, the gunner is either a real man's job for the bravest among us, or a real boring job. Yawn. Whoa, nice zipline, nerd. Oh wait, I'm getting a call. It's the old folks' home. They want their mobility lifts back. Real talk, if you use your own zip lines in combat, please format your hard drive. You are a tank. Your job is to soak up aggro. You have a shield. You have a gun. You have 2,000 rounds of depleted uranium.
Jesus.
Please use them.
That is a lot of rounds.
Here at Deep Rock, we love our green beard.
Does 2,000? Do you even need to reload? Probably. I'm gonna assume it's like an endless wave of bugs. Like, say you start up some sort of mining equipment, and then that noise attracts the bugs. I feel like would be the usual situation there. And whenever I get to a game like this, and I learn about its systems, and see the different classes and stuff, I always wonder what I would end up playing. I mostly tend to go for the more tanky, I guess supportive-ish classes. Not really like full support, but just tanking damage for my buddies. So maybe this would be it, but the other ones also look pretty interesting and have a lot of memeability potential here.
If you hear anyone talk like that, bully them. They want you to play it safe. Call them a leaf lover. I don't care if we're on stage 3 of an elite deep dive. I am going to C4 of a scout. Are they mad at you for not using your platforms? Send them a booster seat to hell. They want you to stop committing friendly fire? Tell them, don't worry, I have friendly, when you know damn well that in fact you do not. One of the facts of life is that you don't.
Wait, are you telling me that there is actually friendly fire? That it's not just, you know, messing with your friends by destroying the terrain around them? Which also seems to be a pretty cool feature here. That's not just the mining equipment that you can use. But that also adds another layer. Like, potentially you'd have to create certain passageways in order to get around obstacles that they put in your way. But then that could also lead you straight into, like, the nest of one of the bug things. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking a bit too far out of the scope of this game, but I'm just trying to guess from the small bits of gameplay footage that we have here.
Get what you pay for. Netflix has an impressive catalog, but hides them depending on your location.
Here we go.
Hikes up the price anyway. Now, you could just cancel and admit
VPN.
defeat, or use ExpressVPN like me and get everything you actually paid
More
for.
BS.
Believe it or not, what's available to you on Netflix in Germany is completely different to what's available to someone in East Germany. Now, my issue is very particular. I need orc content, and I need it now. Skyrim mods can no longer satisfy my Tolkien desires, and so I've arrived at this dark crossroads in life. I must watch She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Unfortunately, it's banned in Saudi Arabia, but with just one tap of a button, ExpressVPN lets me change my location to the USA, where it isn't. Unfortunately, as a fan of domestic wrestling, Rick and Morty isn't available on US Netflix, but once again, just a click of a button, and as far as Netflix can tell, I'm a Japanese salaryman, and I can freely watch this to my heart's content. ExpressVPN has over 90 countries to choose from, so every time I run out of things to watch, I just switch to another and unlock a whole new library. And it's not just for Netflix. You can use ExpressVPN to unlock shows for other streaming services as well. I use it to watch Planet Earth on BBC iPlayer, which is region locked to the UK, but by using Express...
How the hell does Seth find all this footage of just the most cursed shit ever on the internet? Like, I mean, yeah, it's just, you know, natural baiting, but, like, within the context, why? Just why, Seth?
I can reap all the benefits of being in Britain without the risk of getting stabbed. ExpressVPN works on any of your devices. Securely connect with a single click without slowing your connection. They say you can't have your cake and eat it too. But with arbitrarily geo-locked streaming services, I absolutely can. Why restrict yourself to the content of a single country when you could be receiving the content of every continent instead? By visiting expressvpn.com/Sseth or clicking the link in the description box below. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. But enough fun. Why are we here? For real. We're here to mine because we're miners, and I love miners. Sorry. That wasn't me. That was a gold play button. Continuing on. But to rate.
Oh my god. Why is it such a problem? I don't understand. It's just don't do it. Don't do it. Why do all of our favorite content creators come out being like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I did a bad. It's just, I don't know, man. Maybe social media has ruined us. Or maybe it's just the fact that, you know, they're more famous people and everybody likes to make videos and report news about them. And so it brings it to the forefront. But the reality of it is that it's always just been an issue. Other stories never get reported on. I don't know. There's a lot to unpack there. Regardless, I think it's just best that we all have fun learning about cool video game lore and just talking about it and stuff like that. Don't need to get into any of the nitty-gritty.
It's 100% destructible and filled to the brim with precious minerals. Mine the minerals, dump a fat load inside of Molly, and make it home safely. Actually,
Gotcha.
scratch that last part, the minerals are top priority. If you want to come home, that mission better be finished. Oh, I'm sorry, you ran out of ammo? Well, we're not sending you a single bullet until you mine enough nitra to pay for it yourself. Each level is procedurally generated based on its biome.
Oh yeah!
Biomes
I
range
see.
from the lovely sandblasted corridor and fungus bog to the extremely safe and fun hollow bow and magma core.
Jesus.
Remember, we can never dig too deep. Any cave can be conquered. Your team has all the tools they need, but they work best with teamwork. You either dig together or dig your own grave. Sadly.
I see. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. It should be designed around working together in order to achieve whatever goal that has been set for that particular stage. Although I am a little worried considering that it's all procedurally generated. Is there a potential where, you know, the map itself just kind of screws you over with how it's designed, or difficulty spikes because the map procedurally generates in a way that makes it extremely difficult to progress? I guess it kind of works better here because you can alter what the map is by, you know, digging through some rock and creating passageways and stuff like that. So maybe that's not so much an issue. It's just that I always get a little bit worried whenever, you know, level designs are procedurally generated. Like, it's a cool concept, but in reality, it doesn't always work. Also, there seems to be an interesting trade-off between, like, mining for minerals and, you know, having to buy your own weapons and ammo. So you have to find a sort of balance between the two so that you can make a profit and also have enough ammo to keep the bugs off of you and, you know, make it home safely.
The average gamer would rather sacrifice their teammates for one sick frag, so allow me to deliver a crash course directly into your silky smooth brain matter. First off, hold control to use your laser pointer. Use it to ping gold chunks, goo sacks, and mushrooms. Remember to destroy sus shrooms that don't give a correct voice line. This is essential for team unity and annoying management.
Mushroom, shut it. Get back to work.
Second, rock and stone.
Is that an actual line in the game?
There is no inappropriate time for rock and stone. However, it is a serious social faux pas to not salute. Remember, if you don't rock and stone, you ain't coming home. Speaking of faux pas, double dipping. These bars show how much ammo your team has. One serving of resupply gives 50% of your max ammo. There's 4 servings on each pod. Divide by 4 dwarves to get how many servings you're allowed to have. One. Never double dip a resupply. Wah, but I need it. That's your problem. Take some ammo upgrades next time. If you really need more ammo, just ask. That's right, Deep Rock players have developed a heretofore unknown form of gamer communication: manners. If you see R's in the chat, that means ready, as in ready to start the objective or ready to leave. Engineers, if someone...
Okay, for any of you Deep Rock Galactic players out there, how is the community? And is multiplayer okay? I'm always worried whenever I get into like a multiplayer game that has an established community, because, like, you know, as a new player, everybody knows what the slang is, or like where to go and what to do. And if you fall behind a lot of the time, it can get kind of toxic. Or maybe I've just been in the wrong communities, and maybe I just have PTSD from the League of Legends community. It's probably mostly for the fact that I usually don't play multiplayer games all that often. I enjoy single player strategy games much more.
One pings a mineral, they want you to platform under it. Scouts, make sure your flare game is on point first and foremost. If you see platforms under minerals, that's your cue to mine them. Gunners, the zipline kinda sucks, not gonna lie, but if you shoot them with at least a 5-degree angle, you'll get a speed boost going down. Drillers are true egoists, beholden to none, free to shape the world around them as they please. If someone pings compacted dirt, they want you to drill it, but I don't care what you want. Do it yourself. Actually, let me give you a hand. That was the 4th griefing joke, so congratulations. Your new employee hazing period is officially over. Welcome to the...
Okay, then yeah, confirmed. You can blow up your friends. Oh my god, this is gonna be absolute chaos.
team. Now, let's get to work. Mission 1, point extraction. Every point extraction squad got the driller, making a schizophrenic network of tunnels that serve absolutely no purpose. Scout, hyper-focusing in a completely different cave system. Engineer, making a Kaizo Mario obstacle course that serves zero fucking purpose. Gunner, trying to mine a quarks with zip lines and failing miserably. And of course, the star of the show, a giant fucking pit that every single goddamn quark falls into. Bonus points if it's too steep for zip lines. The driller could fix that for you, but he's run off to some remote corner to huff glue and read Stern.
Okay. I guess this is just what normal games devolve into for the most part. Wait, Jesus Christ has joined the game?
It's big, and it's about to get bigger.
That's because Jesus Christ is...
Digger, deep rock fries, and
Oh no. Why does that exist? I guess, you know, the internet can be a horrific thing sometimes, and also incredibly beautiful. To make a meme like that.
Simulating the life of a blue-collar worker without regulatory oversight.
Rescue me!
Well,
We work in close proximity to heavy machinery, open flames, and dangerous chemicals. Do we have adequate facial protection?
Probably
of course
not.
A dwarf's
Yeah.
greatest pride is his beard. To protect it is to shame his ancestors. And we all know how dwarves handle shame. Fuck OSHA. All my homies be committing occupational safety violations. We don't have handrails, we have grind rails. We don't wear hard hats, we wear odd hats. Mandatory sobriety testing? How about mandatory intoxication? This is not a democracy.
Of
Not drinking your
course.
beer is a kickable offense.
well, you know, not having this kind of thing in your game when the main players of your games will be playing as dwarves would be illegal. So I'm glad that we have this added bit of detail that you can be completely drunk on the job. It just makes way too much sense.
So, you've done a lot of missions. Your sack is full of minerals.
Dang.
What does that get you? Well, not much. Remember to always read the fine print of your employment contract. You're not here to get rich. You're here to make the company rich. Each mission, you'll make just enough to afford exactly one half of an upgrade. So, slowly
Damn.
but surely, you'll amass a veritable arsenal of potential builds. Do you want single pit bull damage or large-scale pit swarm counter?
How grindy would you guys say the game is? And how difficult is it to, you know, I guess afford certain upgrades that are useful? And how useful are all the upgrades? Are there like a ton of potential viable builds? Or do we just gotta have like our meta builds plus the memey ones?
Measures. Do you prefer your napalm hot and chunky or thick and sticky? Either way, out here in the cold void of space, the affix board can't reach us. This game has a vast array of options, enough to make any self-respecting dwarf say,
Here we go.
"You call that an upgrade?" This has nowhere near the required potential for self-harm. I need something bigger, badder, more dangerous. I want to disable the inertia inhibitors. I want to void the product warranty. I want overclocks. Oh,
Okay, now that's actually pretty fun. That a lot of your upgrades are just kind of like removing all the safeties on your weapon. Judging from the company that we're supposedly working for here, it does make a lot of in-universe sense, though, that's kind of just how it goes. You're extremely replaceable.
overclocks are upgrades that significantly alter the function of your weapons. Need more ammo? Mini shells. Scout not maneuverable enough for you? Special powder. Not enough friendly fire? Fat boy. Want to do, whatever this is? Well, there's an overclock for that too. So, how do you get these overclocks? Optional machine challenges and deep dives. Machine challenges are side objectives that can randomly spawn during a mission. Each one is a fun little timed objective. Except Omen. Omen sucks. I do not like Omen. Deep dives are widely considered to be this game's ultimate challenge. It is free missions, max difficulty, back-to-back with shared resources. But that's nothing compared to this game's real ultimate challenge. Generally speaking, this community is great, but with a serious mission comes serious gamers. So make sure you check the lobby name. If you see something like Greenbeard's Welcome, Gamers Rise Up, Sneed, or Hot Single Dwarves in your area, cool, very good, rock and stone, head right in. However, if you see some shit like level 500 plus only, no fat boy, no TCF, carefully follow these steps. Connect to the lobby, use their Steam information to track down their place of residence and identity, and then file a fake death certificate with their name. Now, if he gets pulled over, he's fucked. He wants to change jobs, he's fucked. He's lived a long and fruitful life and wants to cash out his social security benefits, he's fucked. Of course, I endorse none of this, Your Honor, and the fact that this young man died in a firefight with the IRS, well, I don't see how my video could...
You know, it makes a lot of sense, yeah. Okay, so that answers my earlier question then, that, yeah, there does seem to generally be a good community here of friendly players looking to get new players into the game. But also there's your hardcore players who take things maybe a little too seriously. Which, I mean, I think that's fine. Because everybody has their own different ways of enjoying a game. At the very least, you're able to kind of tag your own lobby to make sure that people who are looking for a lobby to join actually know what they're getting into first.
I've caused this, but I digress. This is Deep Rock's equivalent of an endgame. I have over 300 hours, and I still do not have the RJ250 compound. Please, God, just give it to me. It's all I truly want. In other words, the upgrades are well paced. Each mission gives just enough for you to try something new, be it new weapons, new builds, or new content. When this game came out of early access, I figured, no, that's it, no more updates. I mean, sure, they said they'd keep...
Well, this video is 1 year ago, so I'm going to assume that there's a ton more new content that Seth obviously hasn't covered here. That's pretty neat. That also answers my previous question of like how grindy is the progress here. Being able to barely afford one new upgrade certainly keeps things fresh. I kind of like that, and I hope the game has improved since then.
Keep working on it, but you know how that always goes. Hey guys, we're a multi-million-dollar company, but we can't stop crashes in our flagship product.
Right.
Sorry, all our resources are currently tied up stealing breast milk from the company fridge. Here's a messy skin. Deep Rock, on the other hand, said, fuck that. All right, miners, we need you to escort a new piece of heavy machinery, make a pit stop to refuel it, then guard it during a multi-stage wave defense / boss fight as it cracks into the brain of a sentient rock. Why? I don't know. Management wants it. Oh, and you can bring back Dottie's head if you want. We don't care. Just stop unionizing. Oh, that's not fun enough for you? How about skateboarding? In point extraction, you have to pick up some rocks and put them in a mine head. Boring. Lame. In the new on-site refining, you have to locate oil wells, call down a set of pump jacks, then assemble a set of pipelines that connect to the refinery. While building these pipes, dwarves use the same system of ethics that firefighters use for the nozzle. If you ever set it down, even for 1 second, it's gone. And remember, you should never, under no circumstances, ever cross the streams. Got it? Well, I didn't. Welcome to Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh
this
my
is the opposite
God.
of a resume. Consider it my certificate of disqualification from ever joining a Factorio lobby, despite my...
You can seriously screw with your friends here in this game. I mean, it probably gets the job done, but my God, man. It is cool, though, when you see devs who actively kind of understand their player base and are working on their game, providing new and fun challenges, creative ways to complete missions. It just shows you that they actually do care about their product rather than just trying to make as much money as possible from gamers by throwing in a ton of microtransactions and whatnot. Which actually, I don't think Seth has gone over that just yet. Or I don't think we will, considering there's only a few more minutes in the video. If I had to assume, though, microtransactions are probably cosmetic stuff, which, I don't enjoy that, but it's fine if it's only that and not, actual buying of power. Or maybe not. Wait, let me do a quick search. Is this a paid game? Yeah. It is overwhelmingly positive on Steam. And while there are a few DLC packs, it looks to all have positive reviews on all these packs and they're not egregiously priced, so props to the devs.
My numerous emails to the devs to let me murder elves and breed the breeders, they had a different idea. Seasons. Like Fortnite. Seasons are themed updates with way too much content to fully cover. The first 2 seasons, Rival Incursion and Rival Escalation, could be summarized like so. We may technically own this planet, but according to the UN, sovereignty requires, monopoly over violence. And someone just bought Park Place. Management wants a monopoly over those minerals. So load your weapons, sharpen your picks, and start enforcing our monopoly over violence.
I see.
Dark fantasies.
Yes! The caretaker's down! The data rack is all rockin'!
For the company.
We are not alone. Something else is out there, lurking in the darkness, prowling, searching for something.
Ooh.
But now, everyone's tired of robots. So, Season 3 is, I can't say any of these words without getting demonetized. Rest assured, it's quite fun. They even had...
Yeah, it was an unfortunate timing for that one. But that's cool. I mean, as I said before, it mixes things up and provides you new and creative ways to play the game. I just think it's pretty neat.
Added a power washer. Maybe next season we'll be shingling roofs for $2 below minimum wage. But
awesome.
We're not in it for the money. We don't do this because it's easy. Our success comes at a cost. So while you're gulping down your third round, remember to pour one out for the fallen, for the dwarves that got us here, for Carl. Then head to bed. You'll need the rest, because we're doing the exact same thing tomorrow. Rock and Stone, brothers. I'll see you in the mines. As always,
Rock and Stone, brothers.
A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Was that footage from EDF? I never played that game before. But yeah, I mean, I can see why this game would be pretty neat. Get a group of friends to kind of just dick around while mining and fighting against alien bugs. Plus good progression systems and many different objectives to complete. Yeah, that makes for a pretty solid game. But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.